Hello, Chiefs fans. I'm your host, Tyler Bruton, and this is Jackson Curtright along with me, and welcome to You Got That, Chief? Today, we're going to talk about something real sad, and I'm heartbroken. There's no
Cuts.
more... What?
Cuts. The real sad day in the Chiefs' kingdom. This offseason, we have lost Jamal Charles, one of the historically best running backs in Chiefs history.
Whoa. We're not talking players now.
We lost
Jack Stack.
We lost Jack Stack.
We lost Jack Stack at
the hardest cut of all this offseason.
That has been...
Jack Stack barbecue.
I was wanting to get a nice barbecue sandwich at the game last Friday, and I got some rubber chicken tenders instead. They do have a new... I love chicken tendies as well. But these were terrible. And they've revamped the concession stand that it's like a kiosk that you pay at, and then it like sends an order to the actual stand, and they give you your food, and it like shortens the lines really, and we got in and out, and then you refill your own drinks, which is cool.
So what all did you buy for concessions?
Okay, so I got the chicken strip meal with fries.
How many chicken strips did that include?
3.
3 chicken strips.
3 and rubber. Fries. They were not very good. I wouldn't get them again.
And then, did you get drinks as well?
Yes, we got the souvenir cup ones. So
okay.
That was pretty nice because I got a nice Sprite.
And
a lemonade.
So tell me over under. Is that all you bought?
Yeah. That's it.
$15. Over or under $15?
Ooh, it was actually... It was over. But
over $15.
Yeah, I think...
over or like...
I think it was 18.
Ooh,
yeah. But unlimited refills with the soda and rubber chicken strips. Yeah. So that has been... I actually Facebook messaged Jack Stack today, and they said, we are so sorry, but we won't be at Arrowhead this year, but we'll try again next year. And really, my heart dropped.
It's weird because I read an article 2 weeks ago that Clark Hunt was like, we want to improve the Arrowhead experience, and everybody said, well, maybe parking shouldn't be as big an issue as it has been in the past. But if Jack Stack's gone, my game day experience is going to suffer quite a bit.
Yeah, because you could get a sandwich for $8, and it was filling. It actually tasted good.
Yeah, it wasn't all the other health violation food that is at Kaufman and Arrowhead.
Yeah, those pictures are disgusting. That's a bad visual, but if you ever want to feel the need to throw up... Hey, get me a beer. Preferably a Coors Light. Coors Light has 5 carbs, less than 1 gram of protein, and 102 calories. Cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged. Hey, the mountains aren't blue. Why are you partying, bro? Coors Light. Anyways, the page I had open was talking about the food, the crazy foods at all the NFL stadiums. The Chiefs actually have 2 of those crazy foods on that page. One being the Arrowhead Biscuit. The Arrowhead Biscuit is a biscuit sandwich with egg, cheese, ham, and a hash brown. And then on a skewer that goes through that is like 2 slabs of bacon and 3 mini pancakes. I might get a heart attack by eating one of those, but that sounds pretty damn good.
Where do you get these in Arrowhead?
I think you have to be on the second level.
You have to pay VIP price to get.
Yeah, I mean, I could order the same thing probably at IHOP or America's favorite, Waffle House, which is my personal favorite because it's dinner and a show.
I like Waffle House because sometimes the W will be off on the signs, so it'll just read Awful House. And it's like, this has never been more appropriate.
Yeah, I like when the cooks fight each other.
I just like watching a guy pan fry breakfast food with a cigarette in his mouth and no shirt on because it reminds me of my childhood.
Well, hopefully your mom wasn't the one cooking. So.
Oh, gross. There's a purple grip, Minnesota. This is...
Oh,
none of this food looks appetizing.
No. Like, if you ate them all, you would probably have a heart attack or diabetes.
I'm getting diabetes, and I'm just thinking looking at these. That one's a donut. There's 2 halves of a donut.
Yeah. Actually, donut burgers are really good, especially if it's a Krispy Kreme donut because it just kind of melts. So
I would melt.
Let's talk about the first preseason game. I rode up there with my mother. It was a fun trip. I recorded
You made your mother drive.
No, she offered.
That is the best thing about this.
Well, first off, my car was in... Hold on. My car was in the shop.
Mom, do you want to go to the Chiefs game? Yeah, sure, Tyler. Can you drive?
She gladly
drove.
She
I
drove.
don't want to drive in Kansas
phenomenal.
City.
No, I don't mind driving in Kansas City. I was getting pissed off because there's a pretty heavy construction zone, and it took us like an hour to get to the stadium once we were in Kansas City.
Oh, did you go on 435?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, don't go on 435. It's a mess.
Big mistake. Yeah. So
yeah, especially if you go there during like rush hour, which I think y'all were going through.
Correct.
Rush hour on Friday? No.
Yeah, definitely wasn't fun. So we're in a construction zone, and Men at Work comes on the radio, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, it's funny because we're in a construction zone, and Men at Work is on the radio." She thought it was funny.
Was it overkill?
It was actually. Good call on that. Which is kind of my
only
joke.
2 songs.
My joke is kind of overkill. So,
oh, sorry, I killed your punchline. Then that's not.
It's whatever. It's okay. So, Chiefs game. We get there early.
How was the parking lot situation?
Well, we stayed in a hotel across the street, so we parked over there, and really, it looked like there was plenty of room. I mean, the stadium wasn't full by any means, not like what you would see on a rival day or the first.
Well,
time.
it's a preseason game.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a full.
I think
tickets are what, $3 to get in for a preseason game?
they're a little more.
They can't even give them away.
Oh, they're a little more than that. But
if you listen to 610 radio, you can get them for free if you are just like, hey, we're giving away free Chiefs tickets for the first 50 callers.
First 50 callers. So there was plenty of room in the parking lot.
So did you buy the full season parking passes?
I sure did.
So you wasted $35.
Yeah, I did, I guess. So it's okay.
You win some, you lose some.
Actually, it was $30 a piece because they have jumped up in price. I think it's like.
Is it $60 to park now?
Maybe on game day.
Why would you park there on not game day?
No, like if you pay for it on game day. If you prepay, it's I think $10 or $20 cheaper. But got to the stadium, got right in, got to our seats. And last year, I don't know if you remember when we went to the Tennessee game, but there was like what looked like dog shit or cat shit behind the bleachers, behind the seats. So there was like...
I do not remember that, no.
Okay.
Did you notice and never point out that there was cat shit behind
Well, I thought, like, okay...
No, it was just in your chair, Jackson.
No, it wasn't in your chair. It was behind the row that you can exit out of behind our seats. Well, there's like 4 piles of shit. behind our seats. And it's just like, what the hell? What kind of animal is in Arrowhead?
It's my CNI bulldog. Since I have trouble with my vision,
Oh,
I have two bulldogs that kind of guide me along. They fight sometimes, but it's kind of cute. I assume. I don't know. I'm kind of blind. One's my therapy dog, and the other one's my CNI bull. So
basically, I felt like, hey, if you see a possum, kill it. It's not a pet.
hey, you see possum? Kill it.
Not a pet.
I heard that San Antonio was looking for a washing machine, and I looked at ours, and I think I made the right choice.
Well, there's a couple players on that roster that I'd love to trade for a washing machine. But we can talk about cuts in a little bit. So the game day experience, solid.
It's a preseason game.
Yeah, well, the fire was burning hotter than ever. Probably singed my eyebrows, but yeah.
It's probably because the last 3 games you went to, it was negative.
Yeah, it
3 out.
was below 0. So that was nice. It was pretty warm. I was sweating in my seats. So
Ooh.
let's talk about that first drive. Alex Smith, he looked pretty good. Granted, Andy Reid always has a bunch of scripted plays on that first drive.
I think the first 10 plays are scripted.
Yeah. Him and his Waffle House menu that he has for a play sheet.
Yeah, it used to be a Jack Stack menu.
Yeah, now it's like my little Waffle House. Him and his walrus kind of mustache. I love Andy Reid.
Yeah, you could see on the first drive that the refs were going to kind of call this game a lot tighter than they should.
Yeah,
And
just those.
Oh my God,
penalties.
this was the worst football game I've ever seen, and I've watched middle school football games. There was not a 3-play sequence that did not have at least one flag.
Yeah, you could tell that the refs were a little rusty. Just let them play.
After the second quarter, just the whole second half, if there's a holding penalty and it's away from the play, I would be totally fine if nobody got hurt, if the ref to just go up to your coach and be like, hey, your right tackle committed a hold on this play. I'm not going to call it because I have dinner reservations in 2 hours. So if we could hurry this along a little bit.
I really wonder how much time they burned up just because of penalties.
That was a long game for no reason.
Yeah.
Alex Smith threw it deep, first play.
Yeah, Tyreek, honestly, he looks faster than he was last year. That was awesome. Then Spencer Ware got that touchdown.
It was a little bit of an underthrow by Alex play. Just a little bit.
If he would have aired it out just a little more, that's 6.
Yeah, and I don't know because Smith's first throw was a deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
Bray's first throw was a deep ball. And Mahomes' first throw was a deep ball. And all 3 of them, it looks like they kind of undercut the receiver.
Yeah. That was
not good.
No.
But, I mean, when you're throwing the ball 40 yards, if the ball can just get there, that's enough.
And just looking by those plays, as you said, they all 3 threw it deep on the first play. That was part of the script. Each player followed the scripted plays.
Yeah, Alex made the right reads. He ran it once.
Yeah.
And he got down, which is important.
Yeah.
We don't need to continue all of the crap that happened last year where it's hey, I really don't want to see Tyler Bray throw a pass in the regular season. Just slide. Because they're going to try to take your head off. Just slide, man.
Alex was actually the leading rusher with 10 yards.
Yeah.
So Tyler Bray, that interception that he threw, that was just dumb. That was a dumb throw.
Well, what happened was he goes back
Mm-hmm.
and he does his progressions, which is good. You
Yeah.
can actually see a little bit of development from Tyler Bray, which is really good. He's been in the system for 5 years. He should be getting a little better.
Mm-hmm.
And he got flushed out of the pocket, and he stepped up, which is good. That's the right quarterback move. And then he threw it off his front foot while running.
Yeah.
And that is where you're going to get a lot of your inaccuracy in your throws.
Brett Favre was a fine example of that.
Well, even Brett Favre,
when he'd play.
Even Brett Favre had a little more control. Mm-hmm. You could tell that Bray was pushing. He felt like he had to do something because he kind of has to do something.
Yeah, he can't just fall down. And, I mean, they weren't in the best field position where he could have taken a sack.
A sack is a lot better than a turnover.
Yeah.
Punching the ball is not a sim.
No. So, that was poor play by him.
Yeah, you just don't see as much development in Tyler Bray as you want at this time.
No. There should be no excuse. You've been in the system for 5 years. You need to grow up, son. Kind of one of those.
You've been in the system for 5 years. You've made good steps, which is awesome. You've made awesome, good steps. But we would have liked you to see those steps 2 years ago. You are in year 5 when you look like you're in year 2.
Yeah.
People can tell that Bray will not be here next year.
No, he won't. And Mahomes he got bumped up to second string this past week.
Yeah, he's taking some second string reps, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
If we're looking at Mahomes's throws, I want to keep in the plays that were called back, because if I don't keep in those plays, I literally get no pass plays from Mahomes except for the touchdown. There were that many penalties where I have to include the plays that didn't count.
Yeah. He threw that ball to Conley.
Yeah. The first throw, he throws it to Conley. He undercuts him a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
Conley pushes off. Not good.
No.
But they're going to call that every day. Yeah. Every single day. I don't know the accuracy on his pre-snap reads, which he really needed to learn.
Mm-hmm. Reading the defense early, recognizing things. I mean, that's going to take some time.
And you could see him do it. You could see him but you just don't know if he's being accurate, if he's calling out the right things. Just because it's a preseason game, it's hard to call out what the defense is going to do when I think most of the people he's playing against might not actually make their roster.
I agree with that. And that, when I played, when we'd have camp and preseason kind of stuff, there wasn't a solid depth chart. I mean, there is at this level, but at the college level, just so everyone could get a feel for the system, you had first string guys getting paired up with third string guys that will never see the field. And then when they make mistakes, it makes you kind of look bad. But
with Mahomes, he had some accurate throws, which is good.
Mm-hmm. There's some promise there.
I think he had 10 passes total. I think that's what I ended up counting. 8 of them were accurate. About 2 of them weren't. 2 of them were not great throws.
Well, he was 7 of 9, so two inaccurate. That's pretty good numbers.
He had some really good plays. There was one play where there's a curl route that's happening on his right side.
Okay.
And you could tell that the outside linebacker was biting on it.
Mm-hmm.
So he pumps.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows that the guy's going to bite on it. He runs forward, and he looks like he's going to keep it. He doesn't keep it, and then he dishes it out. I can't remember who he dishes it out to, but
I think it might have been like a Demarcus Robinson or something like that.
I think it might have been to the white guy. He really likes that white guy from Alabama.
Oh yeah. What's his name?
I have no idea who the white guy is.
Is Garrick Dieter. Garrick Dieter, number 4. He returned that, or he had that punt return. He just caught it, but I think he'll be a practice squad guy.
I think he might be. I think he might end up playing a little bit of special teams, but I don't.
You don't know for sure.
I think Mahomes throws to him so much that it's just like,
yeah.
Hey, if we can find a roster spot for him, our receivers aren't that good.
Yeah. Number 7, the guy who caught the touchdown. It looks like there's they have some sort of connection. He targeted him 3 times, and he only caught the one pass, which was the touchdown.
So it feels like a broken play on the touchdown pass.
I felt like it because
it's a rollout.
Yeah,
it's designed to do that because you fake the handoff and then your fullback instantly chop blocks the defensive end.
Yeah,
so it's a rollout. And I don't like it when they do rollouts on the goal line because you're cutting off half the field, and that makes it so the defense can play that much tighter.
Yeah.
But I mean, Andy Reid's forgotten more about football than I will ever know. So, what do I know? And Mahomes actually makes a pretty good play here, even though it looks like it's a bad play.
Yeah, because he airs it out.
He throws it crossbody, which is not good.
Yeah, but he put some air under it, and then that receiver, he's a big receiver. He's like 6'3", which is bigger than most that are actually starting for the Chiefs. And he was able to basically jump ball it and overpower him. So
there's one thing he did that every quarterback coach since the dawn of time will preach to you. Make it so only your guy can catch it. And if he can't catch it, nobody catches it.
Yep.
He put it where number 7 could only catch it. Unless he Dwayne Bows it and then just knocks it to the cornerback.
Yeah, he got up there to grab that ball, so
he did a good job climbing the ladder.
Stave is going to be cut.
I think Stave is not
practice squad material.
I think Stave is going to somehow find a way to end up being injured.
Are we talking injured in quotes?
Yeah, he's gonna get the Tyler Bray. I tore my meniscus or something, but I don't want to get surgery.
My pride's hurt, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. I have a whole lot of hurt pride right now, so I'm
gonna be on IR for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to IR him, which is kind of a jerk move, but you know.
Yeah.
There was another really good play that you could tell that Mahomes can make, but I don't think Alex Smith can make, where it's a seam, and he zips it right in between 2 defenders, and it's just my arm strength is that good kind of throw.
Yeah.
Because he throws it into double coverage.
Yeah.
Really.
It's like, hey, my dick's bigger than yours. I'm gonna throw this ball right between you.
And the crazy thing watching on TV, you see this throw, and it goes so fast, you're like, that's a 10-yard gain. That's a 25-yard play. That ball went 25 yards in like half a second.
Alex doesn't have that kind of arm. He would actually have to step into it and try hard.
Yeah, and this is an accurate throw, and it's quick.
Yep.
It's just crazy how quick this ball goes.
Yeah, which should help a lot in the passing game. Let's move to the running side of things. Spencer Ware looked pretty good.
Ware looked like he was ready to bounce back.
Yep. And he caught the ball a couple times too.
If you're going to be in the Andy Reid offense, you got to catch the ball back.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to catch
he
it.
used that with Brian Westbrook
Jamal Charles.
and Jamal Charles.
You have to be the check down guy, and you have to catch it.
Now, Charkandrick West just didn't look good. And I know he's a fan favorite in Kansas City, and I like the guy, but I think he's going to be the odd man out.
West will be a good player on a different team come the start of the season. I like West. I have no ill will towards West.
Nope.
But I think you got to cut him.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna trade for him, and CJ Spiller is so much better than people thought he would be.
Oh, he actually looked pretty good, and I think if he gets bumped up in the depth chart and actually gets to play with the ones or the twos, he would even look a lot better. I mean,
if he can avoid the I word,
he will be. That is the thing, and it's like his body's kind of a ticking time bomb, and if he can just stay healthy, it's there. I mean, he showed some pretty good promise in the kick return game.
Here's the thing I don't understand about kick returns in the preseason. If that ball's in bounds, take it out.
Yep, real men take it out. And I yelled that during the game, too. And people are like, what the hell are you saying? It's like, well, you're not a real man. It's a Madden thing, so people don't understand.
It's fairly self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Real men take it out of the end zone.
But yeah, he looked pretty good running the ball. He only got the 2 carries, but I see some promise there. And then the rookie.
It's just West is so bad. West is so bad.
Yeah, and I'm kind of shocked they only gave Kareem Hunt the ball once.
No reason to give it to him in a game that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I've at least let him try something, do something.
He already almost scored.
Yeah,
on the scoop and score.
Yeah, that was a good play.
That was the new linebacker.
Yeah, Pierre Lewis.
That kick too.
He blocked that.
That guy can run.
Yes, and people were kind of skeptical about that trade, but I think we got the better end of the deal because he can actually play backer too, unlike the other guy. The other guy wouldn't have cracked the 2 deep at all. Probably wouldn't have been 4th string either.
Yeah, it's great to have a special teams guy. They say special teams is a third of the game. It's maybe an 1/8.
I don't know about that one because there was a couple times last year with Tyreek scoring on special teams, and then during the Chargers game when Demetrius Harris stripped that ball. I think that was the Chargers game, and he stripped it and scored.
Yeah,
so there was a lot of special teams touchdowns last year. And
special teams is important. It's just not as important as people think it is.
Yeah.
It's a really good spark off the bench, but if you're smart about it, you can really take away any special teams plays that could happen. I kick it out of bounds, I lose
25.
I lose 10 yards kicking it out, doing a directional kick out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean,
shoot. The guy's gonna shoot. The guy can take it at least 6. If the guy averages at least 6, I might as well kick it out of bounds. Then I only lose a net of 4 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of depends.
It's hard to score the ball when the ball is out of bounds.
That's true. So, and then Back to the running backs.
All the running backs look good.
Yeah. Hey,
Except
you
for
know who
West.
else looked good? Anthony Sherman. He caught
Are
a
you talking
couple.
about his? Are you talking about his preseason garb, or are you talking about his
Oh,
football abilities?
oh, him coming to camp.
Yeah.
Real game changer. It looks like a total badass. Got the jorts on, the Harley Davidson motorcycle leather vest, mohawk.
Like Kenny Powers.
No, he didn't have the mohawk this year. It was the like mullet headband thing, and then like Happy Gilmore construction boots. Then he's a real patriot. He has that American flag tattoo, which not many people in the NFL do have. So, power to him.
Yeah, he caught some balls. He didn't really do anything with it, but
No,
I
but
mean,
I was shocked that they threw it to him.
he caught it.
Yeah,
So
so
he caught it and then instantly tripped. So
he did trip. So
at least he caught it. 2 yards is better than no yards, I guess.
So let's move into the cuts. So not Spencer, Charkandrick West, he's a cut.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Albert Wilson.
I think Albert Wilson. I think you're keeping Albert Wilson. You're not paying Albert Wilson that much money.
Yes, but he's
still your third best receiver on your roster.
Yeah, but those other guys are starting to get better than him.
Here's what you have to ask yourself with cuts. Who do you replace, or who do you have on your roster that is better than the person you're cutting? That's the same way with who you pick up and who you draft. When you draft somebody, you have to say, okay, we're getting this guy. Whose roster spot does he take? Whose role does he fill? And if you cut Wilson, you are poorer for it. He gets the alligator arms on the long balls.
He's just not
gonna die for it.
Yeah. He's just not as very good on the long balls. He'll catch the short stuff if it's right in the breadbasket, but if they're going to start moving towards the deep threat, that's might be something to look at. Is just, do you want a guy that's a little longer?
You can't go deep on everything. You need
somebody.
You need somebody to still go into the
box,
in the middle.
Yeah, which he's not afraid to do. But I don't know. I've never really cared for him, so I'm a little biased at that. Then you have a bunch of practice squad guys.
Defense looked good.
Defense did look good. Derek looked like he could finally move.
Derek looked like Derek.
Yeah.
It helps that he's been through the process before.
With the rehab and whatnot.
They really stood up on that goal line stand.
Yeah, that was
they had
pretty
to
great.
Stop 8 separate plays. I don't think stopping the run is going to be that big. They actually did have some really good plays on defense, but once you took the first guys out, oh Lord, the second teamers are so bad.
Oh,
the second teamers are so bad.
The second and third and the fourth, like once the first string got out, I was like, oh my God, they're so bad. Now there are some guys that played pretty well, that did some good things. One guy like 44, Okine.
Yeah, he
had
was drafted this year.
He had a sack. No, he wasn't drafted. I think they got him.
They picked him up.
Yeah.
But
he has some promise, I felt like. He makes good moves to shed blocks. He had that one sack that he just kind of basically used speed and displayed some good stuff.
You know what's really weird? I was watching this entire game, and it was the fourth quarter, And there were still people who get rotations on the defensive line in. Roches was still playing the whole game.
Well, he was playing two different positions.
Yeah, but
he gained some. I guess he gained
him in that much.
Yeah,
it's
going to wear and tear on you. But with Roches, he gained. I guess he gained a couple, like 20 pounds or so. So he can actually play that nose tackle and the DN spot. So which helps because I wasn't impressed with the other backup nose tackles that were in.
Those are third string guys. Those are guys aren't making out of camp.
Like that Roy Miller, he didn't do much. I think he was just a kind of a block magnet. Just absorb the alignment.
When you're playing nose tackle, sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you can take two people, you win.
Yeah, and that's what that defense is made for.
The defense is made to DJ look good.
Yeah. And DJ did not look good last year, and I think he wasn't 100%, to be honest. So
there were a lot of missed tackles by DJ last year. It was very uncharacteristic.
Alan Bailey, the Gator Killer, looked pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's back in full season form, but
no,
he is. He'll get there.
And then another guy that was pretty. He had a sack too. Was that David King, and he looked like a monster.
King was on the roster last year, and King got some pretty good snaps.
Okay, I don't remember him.
He was not a featured player, I don't think.
Yeah,
but with how big an impact Roches made last year, he kind of overshadowed everybody else.
Yeah,
him and Jones.
Yeah. Speaking of Jones, Chris Big Dick Jones is back. I think he may get some snaps on Saturday. So.
Yeah, I think everybody's back now,
which is perfect.
Which is fine, because Kelsey got some good snaps in camp today and has been over this week. And, yeah, I think everybody's back. I don't know if Barry's back, actually.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He'll be back for the number one.
Oh, he'll be
for for week 1.
He'll be fine. I'm not worried about him one bit.
He is one of the guys. It's just get him to the stadium on time, and he's ready to go.
Yeah, he just brings so much fire, and just it's what he does.
Yeah, just put me on the defense, and I'm ready to.
Ramik Wilson, he did okay.
I am ready to usher in the Wilson being the number 2.
Yeah. You think? Okay. Are they going to keep Frank Zombo?
Yeah, you got to.
Just as a veteran presence?
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
You got to have 4 outside linebackers. Because Houston hasn't made it through a whole season in a while.
Very true.
Ford still only has one move, which isn't great.
Yeah.
Tamba's 1,000 years old.
Yeah, he's a player coach. So good point.
You just gotta have him. You just gotta have him.
Yeah. Just some guys, just insurance. All right. So today there's some stupid trade rumors going about trading Alex Smith to Jacksonville for a first-round pick or trading him to the Bills for middle linebacker Reggie Ragland, who tore his ACL last year. Also had a heart condition, I believe, that was going on through the draft process. Okay, they're not going to trade Smith.
The thing I want to know about this is you see the trade rumors, and it's Jacksonville giving up a first-round pick, Alex Smith. And if you're the Chiefs and you get this offer, you take this offer every single day of the week.
Oh, because it's probably
Every
going to be
single day.
at least top 3.
From
So
the Jacksonville Jaguars up
Yeah.
top, you have no first round pick next year.
yeah,
This is the movie Draft Day.
yeah. It's like, okay, we got our quarterback of the future. Oh, and we got the top 5 pick of the draft? Hell yeah.
You are wheeling and dealing like Kevin.
That movie.
You are literally Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote that watched the movie Draft Day, and that's it.
Yeah.
The Raglan trade is a little more interesting to me because, one, the Bills do play a 4-3 defense now, which is more suited to their strengths.
Yes.
That Rex Ryan put a square peg in a round, and it worked, and it blew over about as well as a fart in church. And it's
hey, I've been guilty of that before. It's kind of embarrassing.
And with Raglan, he needs a second middle inside linebacker. He's not your premier middle linebacker.
No, not at all. So
and I think the Chiefs could actually get him if they gave maybe a fourth.
Yeah, that would be worth it. I mean, he hasn't played a game, so
yeah, the Chiefs have no picks.
Yeah,
next year the Chiefs sold their farm this draft.
Pretty much. And the Bills are loaded with picks after trading Sammy Watkins, and then that Jordan Matthews trade too, because they traded a cornerback. I believe they have 2 first-rounders and like 2 second-rounders and then 2 third-round picks. So, candidate for GM of the year may go to the Bills, but they're probably still going to be terrible. So
they're going to be bad. They're going to be real bad.
There's just a lot of bad teams in the league.
You know, there's a really weird divide where the good teams are really good and the bad teams are really bad.
That, like...
There's not a whole lot of San Diegos who will be middle of the pack.
Yeah, and a lot of San Diego's problem is just injuries.
Yeah.
They should have won the Chiefs game, that first game at Arrowhead last year. Because Keenan Allen was toasting Phillip Gaines every play. But he
toasted Marcus Peters.
Yeah, which that scares me. Because either Marcus Peters gets burnt or he'll pick the ball off and punt it in the stands. Hopefully that doesn't happen this year.
You know, if he gets a pick, he can punt it into the stands every single day of the week. I will take the ball minus 15 yards every single time.
Yeah, that's true. Luckily, he didn't get caught the second time.
Yeah. Just as long as you don't get caught, bro.
Yep. Just like, hey, you made a good play. Good job.
Go do your best Dustin Colquitt impression on the sideline.
At least it didn't, like, punt backwards and go behind him or something. That would have been...
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
It would be.
Great.
But...
If it like flew back and bounced and hit a ref balls, oh Lord.
So Saturday...
I watch that every day.
Preseason game 2 versus the Bengals. Alex Smith is supposedly playing the first half. Mahomes will play the third quarter, and then Tyler Bray will play the fourth. That is what I read today. Andy Reid addressed that in press conference. So Alex will get some more time. But Alex was supposed to play the first quarter last time, and he played a series, so...
No reason to get him hurt.
Nope. He capitalized, and so I'm kind of guessing that's going to be the same kind of game plan this Saturday. So we'll see what's in store.
I mean, if you think about it, if Alex Smith gets hurt, there goes your first-round pick that you're getting from the Jaguars.
Yeah. That is true.
That is a guaranteed top 10 pick.
Yeah, because I was...
you just throw it out the window for a preseason.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go, fellas. I was watching the Tampa Bay Jacksonville game earlier, and Jacksonville is not very good. And I just want to make an announcement that, yes, I talked Blake Bortles up all season last year, telling a lot of people to draft him in fantasy, and I have so many regrets because he is terrible.
If somebody else drafts Blake Bortles, that just means I don't have to.
No, because then I get Aaron Rodgers, first-round pick.
Well, if we're going to go around the league, I'll throw a shout-out to Sean Smith, who used to play for the Chiefs, who is now facing charges for assault.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, assaulted his sister's boyfriend.
Oh, shit.
And he's also a second-string cornerback now.
Okay, so this assault charge just happened a couple hours ago, I guess. So don't drop the soap, Sean.
Oh, he's not going to prison.
Okay. He'll just get a nice little suspension
that Ezekiel Elliott got.
Yeah.
Hell, he might get all 16.
Oh shit!
This one's not even fake.
Okay, so felony assault. If he's convicted, he'll face up to 7 years in state prison.
Up to.
Yeah, well, still. Oh, shit. So he attacked the sister's boyfriend. Oh, this happened on July 4th?
It's in July.
Yeah, why is it?
You're acting like this is such a big deal.
Well, he beat and stomped the dude's head in. So, what a fourth.
Yeah, he's a Raider.
He fits right in, so...
You had to get into the groove of being a real Raider.
He earned his rep, that's for sure.
Got to earn that black jersey, man.
Oh wow, Raiders' league best 3-year long streak without arrest is over. I think that is a bullshit stat, but what's his name?
Reggie cleaned up that franchise.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it because I don't like Reggie, and I hate the Raiders, but...
Oh, who's the guy that just gets arrested all the time? Played for
Pac-Man.
the Raiders. No, he played for the Raiders. No, he's on the Raiders now, but he played for San Fran.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, you talking about Alden Smith?
Alden Smith, yeah.
He's not coming back.
He and
Flash Gordon are both done.
Yeah, they're
done forever.
Yeah, they're done. They'll probably open up a car wash or something.
Used car salesman.
Yeah. Hey guys, I got this 1994 Honda Civic.
The only thing shittier than these deals are my suspensions.
Oh man. So I think that's about it for this episode. Thanks for listening to all our many listeners. Have a good Friday, and go Chiefs!